What's up, YouTube? This is Sea-Dog, and I'm back to bring you another review, and this time it's on the Soul of Chogokin, actually Super Robot Chogokin, Mazinger Z, and Mazinger Z weapon set. And we'll take a quick look at the packaging here. This is the original release, Mazinger Z, Super Robot Chogokin. You can see the hover pile there in his head there, which is removable, and I'll show you that. Mazinger Z shows a little picture right here. Let's get that back so you can see. And the back has some poses. Him kneeling with his sword in his hand. Sword in his hand. He's got his rocket firing gimmick, jet scrander, and the Kayo Kakaka rocket punch arm. I believe that's what it's called. And here we go. Yeah, the Kayo Kakaka rocket punch arm. This is for the left hand. The original release comes with the right hand. We have the jet strander, and we get 4 individual effect parts. That's the front of the box. This is the back of the box. Mazinger weapon set. Mazinger weapon set. Super Robot Chogokin. For the adult collector. And without further ado, let's get these babies warmed up, or opened up. Sorry about that. Here we go. He shows them in the clamshell. We got the hover pile there, 4 individual hands. Also comes with 2 more on his body. We have Mazinger here. We have the Kayo Kakaka arm here. The rocket punch arm. Got 2 fists for that. Sword and the adapter piece. And the weapon set. The jet scrander. That comes in 3 different parts, and get a belt. Got 2 hands for the Kayo Kakaka rocket punch left arm, and then the 4 individual effect parts. So let's get this party started. Here's Mazinger Z and all of the parts that come in the original set. We get the sword here with the yellow gold handle and chrome, and chrome blade. Looking very nice. Nice paint. You got the hover pile there. And it's not articulated, but nice paint applications. So these aren't articulated, these wings. We have 4 individual hands. He actually comes with 6. We have the grabbing hands. Nice metallic blues. And we got the coils up here in gunmetal. And then he comes with 2 sets of these, which are the grabbing, or the holding fists, and then 2 sets of these. These are the fists, clenched fists. Metallic blue paint with nice gunmetal for the ridges. And he has it. This is for the left holding hand and the right fist hand, and then we have the left fist hand and the right holding hand on him. This is the Kayo Kakaka rocket punch arm, and it has a ball joint, nice chrome gold here for his bracelet, and ball joint just pops in like this. And I'll show you how that works for the rocket punch feature, and this is for his right arm. So first things first, we want to attach the hover pile there. So there is 2 holes on the bottom of the pile there, and 2 pegs in the top of Mazinger's head, and you just want to line them up and peg it in as secure as you can without pushing too hard to break the figure. Next, we'll take a look at the figure real quick. So he's got a gloss black for his upper shoulders and upper body. He's got nice cherry fire metallic reds for his fire chests. He's got gunmetal neck, dark blue around his eyes, yellow gold for his spikes and his eyes, and silver chrome for his head and his mouth plate. Continuing down, silver chrome for his arms and abdomen, and got more of that gloss black for his pelvic area. Then he's got that dark blue, but more metallic with metal flake on it for his arms, with nice panel lining detailing, and for his legs and his feet with his coils, I guess these would be, being gunmetal metallic. Alright, so for articulation, he's got a ball joint at the base of his neck, at the bottom of his neck, so you can get him to get his head all the way around, but he also has a little bit of movement at the top of his neck, about that much. So to move his head back, it looks about that far, and then the top of the head will make it look that much back. So he can look that far up, and he can look that far down. He has neck pivot, and he can go side to side. You just want to be careful of the spikes and the top of the piler. So just hold it like this. But he has great range. You know, you get all kinds of emotive expression looks. For his shoulders, he's got a butterfly joint, and it's built in, so you can see it right there. It's a separate piece. So it'll allow you to shift the shoulder up and down and go back and forth. So he can get his hands in front of him, no problem. And it's a great joint. He can pull his shoulders all the way up like that. He's got a bicep swivel down near his elbow. He's got a hidden compartment here for a deep bend in his elbow. He's got a nice ball jointed wrist. He's got a diaphragm swivel, and he's also got a waist swivel a little bit. But if you pull it up, you can do more of a waist swivel, and he also can lean back, lean forward, and tilt side to side really well. And it will basically just go around in a ball. Then you can clip it down, and he still has that range, just less swivel, but he has a lot of that range still, just not as much. If you pull it up, you get full swivels, or more of a swivel, you can get like that much. And if you leave it down, you can only get probably just a little less. So that's cool. For his hips, in a lot of reviews, it shows people only show them like that far. But if you know how to use the joints, you can get the hips up even farther. Whoops, let's get it there. So almost up 90 degrees. Then you go back about 70 degrees. You go up probably about 75, 80 degrees up. And then back it's about 70 to 65 degrees back. Upper thigh swivel. Hidden compartment right here. Trap door, whatever you want to call that. Deep bend on his knee. And he's got ankle tilt. Back and forth. Ankle rocker. And he can swivel around on his ankle. So you can get him on all kinds of good poses. Let me demonstrate for you. There. So, this is his sword, and he pretty much just slides in his hand like that. No problem at all. Looks good. And we'll show you how to use the Kayo Kakaka rocket punch arm next. So there's a suggestion I want to give you, at least with mine. So you want to pull the arm out, and you detach it right here, and it's got this joint where it's a hole in a peg system, like that. And you want to detach this. Now, the theory is you want to take that ball joint and you want to put it into that ball joint cap, or that ball joint hole right down there. But you really don't, because it's a bitch to get out. So what you want to do is you want to just rest his arm on, and then you just want to rest it. If you even leave it in, I was doing it as a just like even this loose a little while ago, and just lifting the arm up and leaving it up attached to the ball joint. So you really want to be careful. So, and then basically, so without further ado, let's check out the jet scrander. Okay, for the jet scrander, you want to make sure that the fin is down, and you want to make sure that the more U section is bottom-wise, and you want to make sure that, that this part is kind of facing outward. So if it plugs in, it's not going to be plugged in bending inwards. It's going to be plugged in bending outwards, like that. If you see the angle. So you just want to attach like that on both sides. Just like so. Then what you want to do, and I have everything laid out in front of me just so you guys can take a look at it. Well, minus the other right hand, or sorry, minus the left hand Kayo Kakaka rocket punch arm. Here's the right hand one. So, putting his fist back on just so we can get this, so he looks semi-decent right now. Alright, so I'm going to move these back. So what you want to do is you want to put the belt on first. Just flip it around and attach it. Pegs together. Then there's a kind of a shaped hole and a shaped plug. It plugs in securely too. And you just want to plug it in like that. And there you go. He looks great with his wing set. I got this about a year or so ago, maybe a little more. And these do peg in, these fire chest shields, but you don't really want to take them off and on because you don't want them to get loose. But this is him in all of his glory. And we can set him up with a rocket punch arm. Separate right here. And then we detach the ball joint. I gotta get a bigger working space. And then we reattach the arm. Like I said, you don't want it to peg into the arm. And we go like that. But then what you do is you take the effect parts and you plug them in like this. And then you plug the arm in down here. It'll go, no problem. And then you plug this in. Well, except for, like I said, I'm not going to plug it. But that's basically what you get. So we can get some weight on there. Rocket punch! Kakaka! Go! And he's just a great figure. I highly recommend him for any Soul of Chogokin, Super Robot Chogokin, Mazinger Z, Super Robot anime fans. He's pretty much the figure to get. I actually got him when he was really cheap. I think I paid $50 for both sets. So, if you like the review, please leave a comment down in the comment sections below. And please like and subscribe. And let me know how I'm doing with my channel. And we'll catch you on the flip. I just wanted to say one more thing. You just want to be careful when you're holding him, not to hold it by this fin right here. This is really delicate. It has a flex, but it will probably break off. And it is secure, like with it holding it on there. But you definitely want to be careful of that part. And you know, I don't know if I showed you this, but there's a T plug right there, and there's a hole right there for the T plug. Here, I'll take this off just to show you. You can see the T plugged hole there, and you just my Mafex stand won't fit it. I already tried, so you just plug it in like that, and you have the adapter like that, and that gives you the adapter, and you can still plug in your scrander. And yeah, so you just want to hold him by that. But run down on the metal parts. Die cast is the whole upper body section right up in here, I believe. And the legs are all die cast. The bottom of the feet, you can see the die cast on the bottom of the feet. The knees, the joint work, the metallic ball joints in there, and the coils, the upper legs. And it feels like, hold on, let me get this out of here. Get up this way. Yeah, and the abdomen is die cast, and the lower crotch region is die cast. But a great figure. I do highly recommend it. Great playability with both sets. And even just getting the Mazinger set by himself. He's just an awesome figure. Alright. I'll just do a pose before I go. And that's it. Peace.